Happy Sunday. Can you believe it? Flying by. So we are on, today's December 17th, and I can hardly believe it. I don't know what happens. October, November, and December this month has just flown by and been crazy. I lit this beautiful candle to start from my beautiful friend who gave this to me on as a wonderful gift. So December 17th, we're quickly approaching, we're in holiday season, but we're quickly approaching Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate. And I know I had gone through quite a bit of stress, and that's what made me decide to do the 21 days of self-care. So if you've missed a few, go back and redo them. Do them. You can start late, you can do whatever. But it made me want to do this because we need it at this time of year, right? A lot of businesses are closing, the books out, and they have to get things ready and all of that. People are shopping for holidays, whether it's food or gifts or whatever, or really racking their brains out, fighting traffic, fighting people in the store. And this is a time where we really need to just honor ourselves and be there in this place of wholeness, and to remember holiness. So this is a wonderful time to be in that place of remembering that underneath everything else that goes on in the world, we are holy and whole. So many times we find what's wrong with us and we say, oh, well, I just can't lose the weight, or I just can't seem to get the right job, or whatever it is for you, or I haven't met my soulmate. But underneath, we're all holy. We're whole and complete within ourselves. So I think this is a fabulous season to remember that. The Christ light, or whatever you want to call it, the light starting to come back after the 21st. We have solstice coming up. And solstice is coming this week on the 21st. And it's my favorite turn of the wheel. I love winter solstice. I just feel, it's hope. It's the light coming back. It is the shortest day of the year in terms of the light. And it's light starting to come back after the 21st. Even though we're ushering in winter, we are bringing the light back. So do something special on the 21st, winter solstice. I usually have a big event, but you know what? Part of my self-care was knowing that this year I couldn't do it. I just had so many other things that were pulling on me that I didn't want to end up in a place that at the end of the year that I was completely exhausted with no energy. And that would have been me in the past, giving. But now I'm trying to be aware of giving to myself in terms of energy and kindness and tenderness and all of that. So what are you doing that's special to give to yourself this holiday season? What are you doing? How are you feeding your soul? And wouldn't it be nice to have a season where everybody just gave to themselves? You can make it happen. There doesn't have to be a formal season for it. But I always think of winter like that, because in winter, right, we're all going within. We're all thinking about where are we going, what are we doing, all of that. So this is a lovely time for people to come together and to open up the door for new things, not only spiritual things, but body things, right? We live in this world. We're in the physical. What can we do to take care of our bodies more, along with our souls? I'm creating my new, well, it will be new when it comes out, my new coaching program called Fully Divine. And it's all about being like an earth angel, walking here with one foot in both worlds. How do we walk on this earth and still be our spiritual beings? And how do we walk on the earth and still be physical beings? Sometimes you just have to wash your kitchen floor. That's a physical thing. And sometimes you want to pray and meditate. So this is really a year for remembering that. You know, we're closing out the year. I love doing this, where I'm looking at the year, 2023, and I'm deciding, look over the year. What were the wins? What were the wins that you had, right? What were the wins? What were the things you did quite a bit on? You might not have made it to the finish line. Doesn't matter. Look at what you've completed, what you've done on the earth plane with all the physical stuff, and also on your emotional stuff and your mental body stuff and your spiritual. Because we really are whole and complete within ourselves. So let's try to remember this as we move forward this year. Okay, the Oracle of Eve. Don't forget to do something on solstice. Do a write and burn. Do something that you can say, I celebrated. All in. I like this. It's just printing on the card, all in. So let's see, what does that mean, all in? I know this deck is wonderful because it has quite the sense of humor. It says, all systems are go. Whatever you do right now, do not hold back. This is the perfect time to give it everything you've got. For every inch you move towards your dream, the universe will move you 10 miles closer. It's time to raise the stakes and play your hand. I'd jump in if I were you. So the universe is telling you, and I have found that true, as a life coach. I've really found that true, that if sometimes we have to take the risk or the first step ourselves, and after that, the universe goes, oh, I gotcha. This is Doreen Virtue, Mary Queen of the Angels. Let's see, it's also her season. Let's see what card we get. Be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. Yeah. I think sometimes, this is just a picture of Mary with the baby and some other people around her assisting. I think sometimes we forget how strong we are. Just for being a soul that raised our hands and said, I'll go, knowing all we would face down here. That is a big deal, right? It's a big, big deal. So the fact that you said, yes, I will go, and you came to earth to bring the light in, that is a lot. All right. Be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. This card counsels you to take swift and firm action towards resolving your present situation. Mother Mary vows that you are stronger than you think you are. You can also call upon the wellspring of God's strength to lift you up. Do not wallow in any feelings of victimhood or passivity. Use your God-given strength now. And it says this card may also be asking you to engage in physical activity to develop your strong, healthy body. If you've been thinking about working out with weights, this card is additional validation that it's time to exercise. Oh, I think that one was for me. Oh, no. Past life cards with Doreen Virtue and Brian Wise. I know we're dealing with a lot of old past life issues right now. So let's see. Oh, that's so funny. Scribe or writer. And it's just a picture of a scroll and a pen and a candle. Scribe or writer. This card reveals that you had a career as a writer or scribe in a past lifetime, which may be why you currently desire to write. You have the natural thinking style of someone who can organize thoughts into written word. The fact that you have the discipline to sit down and write in that previous lifetime shows that you can exercise the same trait in this life. If you dream of being a published author, this card urges you to pursue that path. Do search on writing and publishing, and more important, write every day, which can be in form of journaling, letters, creative writing, or nonfiction writing such as blogging or articles. If you have a strong enough desire to be a published author and you're willing to put forth the effort, excuse me, you can attain your dream. Well, isn't that funny? So many of us, I believe, have a book inside of us, at least one. I'm writing my story from who I was before and leading up into how I got into the spiritual. And, you know, I thought it would be drudgery for two reasons. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to go back through this all over again and relive some of the painful experiences. Nope, it hasn't been like that at all. It's like I'm viewing it, you know, like hypnosis, the scene on the screen. I'm viewing it, but I'm not in that place. And I'm writing an hour a day. And I find in the beginning it was like, after that, it's like, oh my God, I can't wait to sit down and write. And when the timer goes off and it's been an hour, it's like, oh, I was just getting into it. So perhaps you need to do that, or write a blog, or do something. Mary Magdalene's Sisterhood of the Rose Power Cards. What card does the group need for the week of solstice? Return to source. Wow, that's a good one. This is a beautiful card. Return to source. We have the two hands reaching out, one male, one female, coming into an egg with source sitting in the background. Really beautiful. We came into this world to learn to expand our light. Didn't I just say that? To shine bright and to see and acknowledge that same spark in others. In times of turmoil, it can be hard to remember that we are all one and all a part of the creation and the Creator. It is outside. It is inside. Be still. Come back to your breath and be one with the universe. The Creator knows all that you can always rest in His love. Know that you are supported. Ask for help when needed. A loving hand is always here for you. Reach out and take it. Walk with the universe and it will show you the way. Invite the universe to be your guide. You will be led. Slow down, connect to Source, Father, Mother, God, release the situation, ask for guidance, and know that you are safe. Already safe. Trust. So that's a powerful one. I love that. And the last one is the 13 Moon Oracle cards by Ariel Spilsbury. Not to be confused with Pillberry. All right, love these cards. Love the back side of them too. Aren't those so pretty? Feels like it should be a tattoo, like a Celtic tattoo. All right, last one for the week of winter solstice. The Goddess of Compassion. Compassion, forgiveness, empathy, acceptance, and unconditional love. Isn't that what we're talking about? Taking care of ourselves. It says, I recognize and I seed. Beautiful. Did I show you that? Absolutely beautiful card. Okay. Goddess of compassion. Do we have a number on here? I hate when they do this. Okay, we found it. It says, no one person is the source of the love you seek. This oracle counsels you to recognize that divine love is the single source of freedom and realization of the divine self within. Recognize that in truth, you can't seek love because love just is. Ooh, I love that. If you find yourself grasping for love, you are only going to get love with conditions. Consider that you can choose to stop depending on anyone outside yourself to fulfill and love you. Receiving this card in your reading is a call to find the way to clear anything you have shut out or decided not to love in yourself, others, or the situation. True compassion means you can choose to step into and empathically feel another situation from their point of view, offering allowance and acceptance rather than judgment. To find that empathy, try visualizing the violet flame of compassion in your heart. This flame has the awesome transmutational power to forgive and release. If this archetype has come into your reading, you would be served in recognizing that forgiveness frees stuck energy. If your life is not flowing without struggle, consider the potential need for offering forgiveness. To fully recognize a thing naturally seeds the new. What would you be served in recognizing that you have been avoiding, resisting, or denying? If your life seems stagnant or blocked in some way, notice that you have judged in yourself or another what you have not forgiven, or where you have contracted your energy. Wherever the pain of contraction has lodged in your body, release it and love will expand. Forgive yourself no matter what you think you have done. True compassion sees beyond the confines of your ego prison walls and thus lovingly holds the lantern for you while you chip away at illusion, breaking free. Remember to consciously affirm, I recognize and I seed. So what seeds are you planting? Are you thinking about that for the new year? What seeds are you planting? So remember, we're all in, right? We have to be strong, figure out what, if we want to journal or write about our journey here. We're going to reconnect in the holiness of being whole with Source, and we're going to be compassionate along our journey back to Source. I hope you have the most wonderful, wonderful winter solstice. Enjoy today and give some thoughts to what you might want to do on that day and make it a good one, because we are all here working together to get back home. Thank you so much.